Hello friends, I am Kirandeep Garg. Today we start a new series. New series basically MCQs, multiple choice questions on practices, principles and practices of banking. As we have already discussed that in practices and principles of banking we have 5 modules. A, B, C, D, E. E is the latest module which is added in last year, basically ethics in banking. So basically this series is basically regarding MCQ series, and here we start module A. Basically we discuss MCQs module wise, like module A, B, C, D and E. In each module we discuss at least 400 MCQs. At total 2000 MCQs of PBB. This series will continue till exam. Mainly like exam is postponed, so till July end. Daily one lecture is uploaded. We have also started lectures on legal and PPB, regular video lectures, basically detailed chapter lectures, and this is the first lecture on MCQ series. So let's start with the today's lecture. Here we discuss total 20 questions. In each MCQ lecture we discuss only 20 questions. So I am Kirandeep Garg from UGM Shiksha Kendra. If you like our lecture, please share with your friends and like the video. Subscribe our channel. Subscription gives confidence to us, because as you watch the video and subscribe our lecture, it builds confidence in us that more and more students attached with us. And our Facebook page is Aim to Achieve, and for all lectures update you have to join our Telegram channel JAB UGM. The most important is handwritten notes. As in video lecture we discussed important points, and all the important points are written in our notes. For notes you have to mail on our email ID ugem2493@gmail.com. So our motive is quality and free education to all. So let's start with our first question. Is saving account is treated as a dormant account? A saving account is treated as a dormant account if there is no operation in the account for the last how many years? Basically, if account is not in operation from last 2 years, then the account becomes dormant. And if the account is not in operation from the last 10 years, then the funds in the account is deposited in DEF account, Depository Education and Awareness Fund, when the account is not in operation during last 10 years. So second question is, banking means acceptance of, basically banking means acceptance of deposits. Here all options are of deposits, so all are covered. For the purpose of lending and investment, basically banking accepts deposit for which investment, basically bank have investment. Under which section? Under 5B of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Banking Regulation Act 1949. So banks basically accept deposits for the purpose of lending and investment under section 5B of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. So next question is, National Payment Corporation of India NPCI is promoted by, National Payment Corporation of India is promoted by Reserve Bank of India. So answer is option number B. Our next question, RBI can undertake business of the state government also. This we discussed in chapter 1. As many questions in the module A and module A of the legal, basically all chapters are same, like 4 to 5 chapters are same regarding RBI Act, Banking Regulation Act. So you have to watch both videos of principle and practices of banking and also of legal of first 4 to 5 chapters before watching this MCQ series. So RB can undertake the business of state government also. Basically RB can undertake the business of state government as well as the central government. So for the state government, under which section? Under section 21 of the RB Act for the state, and for the central government under section 20. So here both are the questions. For center under section 20 of the RB Act, and for the state under section 21 of the RB Act 1949. Next is for the CRR balances, cash reserve ratio, which banks have to maintain with the RBI? So schedule bank under section 42 of the RBI Act, they have to maintain well CRR. And banks can earn how much percentage of interest rate? Basically earlier Reserve Bank can give interest to the banks on CRR, but after 31st March 2007, no interest rate will be given to the banks by RBI on CRR. So answer is option number D. After when? 31st March 2007. After that, next question is, what is the quantum of penalty imposed for non-maintenance or short maintenance of CRR? When banks does not maintain appropriate CRR with the RBI, then how much penalty is imposed by RBI? There is initially 3% and after that 5%, of which is bank rate. 3% above bank rate, 5% above bank rate. So here is 3%, 5%. 3%, 5%. This is the third option. BR main bank rate. First day 3% over, basically 3% above bank rate, and subsequent days 5% above bank rate. So answer is answer option C. Next is, if an Indian bank has place of business in one state only, this is an important question which we have discussed. This is basically of legal. Basically this question is of legal. Capital of banks. If an Indian bank has place of business in one state only and has one office in Mumbai or Kolkata, then what is true regarding the amount of minimum capital? When bank has business in only one state and has office in Mumbai or capital, then it has to deposit 5 lakh for workplace and for extra 25,000 for each place of business outside Mumbai and Kolkata. So here option A is also correct, option B is also correct, because when any bank has business in Mumbai or Kolkata, they have to deposit extra amount, and for other places they have to deposit rupees 25,000 each for each place. So, and overall the total amount does not exceed 10 lakh. So here all options are correct, A, B and C. So answer is D. This is the important one. Liquidity with the banker means. What is the meaning of liquidity? So check with the options. Cash on hand available with him? No. Cash and bank balance? No. The level of convertible to cash short term assets available with the bank. Basically actual meaning of liquidity is that short term assets which are convertible into cash are known as liquid assets or liquidity. After that, every banking company in India has a duty to maintain certain percentage of their assets in India under section 24. Basically under section 24 of the BR Act, bank has to maintain certain percentage of which assets, basically SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. Banks have to maintain under section 24 SLR. Next is, RBI is managed by a board which consists of, as we have already discussed in chapter 2 of PPB, RBI total board is of 21 members, out of which is 1 is governor, 4 are deputy governors, 4 are local board, rest are nominated by, all are nominated by the central government. So governor, 1 is governor, this is 1. 4 deputy governor, this is also right. All nominated by the central government RB, both are. Third one is also right because these are nominated by central government. So answer is option D. 1, 2 and 3 all are correct. After that, question number 11. This is from priority sector lending. The minimum percentage of priority sector advances to be maintained by foreign banks, basically maintained by foreign banks in India with less than 20 branches. If branches is less than 20, then they have to maintain priority sector 32%. Option is C. But new guidelines till 2020 they have to maintain 40%. This is till 2019. So as per year the guideline is to be changed. Now for all banks they have to maintain priority sector lending is to be 40%. Question number 12. This is from chapter number 5, capital market. There are first of initial public offerings, IPOs, means an unlisted company. Basically IPOs is to be issued by an unlisted company or the company which lists its share first time, makes to the public for the first time. What is this meaning? A fresh issue of securities, yes, because it is the first time they issue their securities, or offer its existing securities. They also sell its existing securities also. So here both are to be the right one. Both option 1 and 2. Option number D. For this we have discussed chapter 5 in coming days. So till that time please pending this question if you have any doubt, because some students have doubt in option 1 and 2. In that video, basically in the coming lecture, we will discuss properly. Here we have two types of offering. First is IPO, second is FPOs. Follow proceeding offerings, follow public offerings or further public offerings. The number of which component, question number 13, the number of which component of Central Board of Directors of RBI does not match? RBI is 1 governor, this is correct one. Deputy governor 6, no, 4, which we have already discussed in the previous question. There are 4 deputy governors and 15 directors. So total 15 plus 4 plus 1. This is 20. This is here I think some problem. There are total 16 I think this one. So total number of actually is 21. So there are some issue in the question, but this is also we have discussed further in the next lecture for the total members, like how many members are in each, like deputy governor, governor, because in each there are different number of members. So after that, next question. RBI is banker to the central government, which we already discussed. RBI is banker to the central government under section 20 of the RBI Act 1934, and for the state is 21 of the RBI Act 1934. This is for central government, this is for the state government, basically business. Who cannot participate in the call or notice money market? Basically, who cannot participate in the call or notice money market? So as we know that call money, notice, or all are money market instruments. Basically, call money is for 1 day, notice money is for 2 to 14 days, and for one is third term money is more than 2 to 14 days, and third is more than 14 days term money. So scheduled commercial banks can participate, cooperative banks can participate, regional rural banks not participate in this market. So answer is option number C. So question number 16 is, what is the tenure of certificate of deposit? Basically, certificate of deposit is a negotiable money market instrument, and it is, the tenure is basically from 7 days to 1 year. 1 year basically 12 months, up to maximum 12 months. So option is option number D. And who can issue basically who can issue? Scheduled commercial banks, financial institutions, all can issue certificate of deposit except regional rural banks. So after that, question number 17, the T-bill is treasury bill, is quoted in the secondary market with the minimum tradable amount. The T-bill is minimum tradable amount is 25,000 and further are multiples in the 25,000. So option is C. Next is commercial paper, CP. Commercial paper is a secured or unsecured. Commercial paper is an unsecured instrument. Answer is option number B. It is introduced in 1990. It is an unsecured instrument basically issued by corporates or primary dealers, financial institutions. These can issue the commercial paper. And what are the tenure? Basically tenure of the 7 days to 1 year. Commercial paper tenure 7 days to 1 year. Similar of certificate of deposit. Which of the following are part of the public sector banks? One is State Bank of Hyderabad. Yes, State Bank of Hyderabad formed in 1950 and further in 1959 under State Bank Associates Act. Second is Central Bank of India. This is also public sector bank. Regional rural banks also under 1975 Act. RRB 1975 Act. So all are the public sector banks. So option is option number D. Next is last question of the today's lecture. CRR is calculated on the basis of CRR, basically cash reserve ratio, balances of DTL, demand and time liabilities. Very important question. Fortnightly closing balance, no. Average daily balance, yes, it is an average daily balance but not during a week. It is an average daily balance during a fortnight. Fortnight basically 14 days. So it is the average daily balance during a fortnight. So answer is answer option number C. So students, in this lecture we have discussed total 20 questions with proper explanation. So if you like this video, please press the like button, and in the comment section if you have any doubt, then please comment in the comment section, and please share this video with your friends. So in the next lecture we have discussed next 20 questions of module A. Thank you.